Hey guys, how you doing? Today I'm going to go over the strengths and weaknesses of the four rackets that I used over the years since I started playing badminton. Let's begin. So this racket right here was my very first racket. I bought this racket at Dick's Sporting Goods, and overall it was a pretty decent racket. Um, I was able to uh, execute amazing rallies with this racket. However, the biggest downside about this racket is the grip. So as I continued using this racket for months, the grip started to wear off over time, and I had to get a new racket. This right here is the second badminton racket that I used. Um, this is a pretty excellent racket. Um, and similar to the first racket that I used, I executed amazing smashes and rallies with this racket. Um, it has uh, a equipped grip. Um, it's not the most comfortable grip, but I was able to uh, hold on to the racket without my hands getting loose whenever I hold this racket. Uh, so overall, this is it's a very excellent racket, and I highly recommend using this racket if you want to play competitive badminton. The brand name is what does that say? Tour Edition. And other than that, I highly recommend this excellent racket. This racket right here was the third badminton racket that I used over the years. Um, my favorite aspect about this racket is its appearance, specifically the color appearance of the racket. I like the red material that is embedded all over this racket. It looks bright and appealing. Uh, so similar to the previous two rackets that I explained earlier, this racket is excellent to conduct smashes and excellent rallies in badminton singles and doubles. The grip is very comfortable in this racket, and the biggest downside about this racket are the strings. The strings will easily break, and they will easily wear out over time. So if that's the case, I highly recommend replacing and maintaining the strings as often as possible. And other than that, I highly recommend using this racket for competitive badminton games. This racket right here was the fourth racket that I used over the years. And I have an interesting fact about this racket. I bought this racket on my 20th birthday, and that's a milestone right there. So the brand name of this racket is 3D Calibar. Overall, this is a very efficient racket, and I highly recommend buying badminton rackets that have a flat grip, and because it will help you maintain accuracy within your badminton rallies. I recommend avoiding badminton grips that have an uneven texture, because it can mess up with your accuracy when you have to execute effective badminton rallies. And the main thing I like about this racket is its appearance. It looks bright yellow, and it looks attractive in terms of its appearance. So other than that, I highly recommend using this racket right here. And that concludes my summary of the 4 rackets that I used over the years, ever since I started playing badminton at a young age. Thank you, and have a good day.